David and Nicole on your TV. This is SportsCenter. It's also been a rough week for the Spurs. More on that in a bit. But first, Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. Yes, nailed it.
Alliteration.
Nailed it.
A lot of L's. The Lakers trying to avoid catching another L in the thin air of Denver. Pictures, descriptions, and accounts. Nuggets on a 9-game win streak. Michael Malone pulling out all the stops to keep it going.
I haven't washed my underwear in 2 weeks, man. All-Star break killed me on that one. It was too long.
Yeah, I
love him.
That image out of your head. There he is. Luka and LeBron playing nicely together. The sweet dive from Doncic to James. Lakers up early. Mid first. Oh, Luka feeling it from 30-something feet. 16 in the first quarter, more than his average per game as a Laker. Go to the second. The Lakers had a game plan. Smother Nikola Jokic. Every time he got the ball and tried to make a move, here they come. Nothing he could do. A turnover there for Jokic, who took just 7 shots all night. No space to work with. Tries it again. The double team comes and the turnover happens. 6 turnovers on the night for Jokic. And then Doncic and James working well again. The connection up top for LeBron. He had 25 on the night. Lakers up by 8 there. Next possession. Luka had that look in his eye. Pull up 3. Luka ripping some net. Lakers up by 9 at halftime, third quarter. He just stopped hitting iron for a while there. Sidestep 3 got it. Lakers by 11. And then they get a little fancy. Austin Reeves. Wrap around. Bounce pass to LeBron, who hangs around and finishes. Lakers by 9 after the missed foul shot. Fourth quarter. Jokic up. Another turnover. Luka going to take this one for the layup. Lakers by 18 and rolling. And then finally, watch Doncic. You think he wants this shot? Fights through a nugget sandwich here and then off one leg, bang. The streak is over. Michael Malone can do some laundry. Doncic 32 and 10 boards. Lisa Solider spoke to him afterward.
Just trying to feel like myself a little bit, playing this game. This was what I loved, so I'm just finally, being myself a little bit. So that's why I was smiling the whole game.
There's been so much talk about you fitting in with the Lakers, about you fitting in with LeBron James. Just how were you able to find a rhythm with LeBron tonight?
Yeah, I think we still got a lot of improvement. I just can't play. This is my 4th game. So, chemistry takes time. But you see today, after 3 games, you saw today that it's getting better. So every day is going to get better.
In his best showing as a Laker, Luka had his 89th career game with at least 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, the second most by any player aged 25 or younger, behind only the Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Have struggled as of late, but they've got some players. They've got youth. They play defense. Ime Udoka is an exceptional coach. The Lakers are 2 games ahead of the Clippers. What if by happenstance the Lakers end up the 6th seed and Denver ends up the 3? Then they get Denver in the first round. Again, they're going home. They're not beating the Denver Nuggets. I can assure you that. They're not beating the Denver Nuggets. I don't care what anybody says, okay? And so that's what we have to watch out for as well. And in fairness to the Lakers, they went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago, but they ran into Denver. Last year, they got Denver in the first round. A lot of people were of the mindset, outside of Denver, because of Jokic, there was no one the Lakers couldn't beat. So the objective is you got to watch yourself, because if the Lakers, I wouldn't blame them for doing this. If you're smart, you do everything you can to avoid the Denver Nuggets until you absolutely have to play them. You don't want to invite yourself going up against them brothers in the first round. Those are things to monitor as well here.
One thing about Denver, and I'm with Stevie on Denver. I had them for 51.5. I know they're playing well right now. They have had an unbelievably easy stretch. They got Charlotte tomorrow night. They should win. But they beat the Pelicans twice. They beat the Magic at home. They won 1 road game in Phoenix. Go look at this 8-game winning streak. They have not played a good team.
Well,
let me see them against these good teams.
I actually think, Doggy, to that end, now you look at the Denvers, the Bostons, the teams that have done it, and their core is intact. We're now post All-Star, so now you cut all the shenanigans. So I'm with you, but I'm not really worried about Denver. I think Denver's.
You think Denver's one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the league?
Yeah. I mean, because experience matters. Experience.
Would you please look at this man? He's a little ray of sunshine over there. Perk in the bright yellow. Look, I think that this game, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think that this game may actually be a statement game. You got LeBron and you got Luka. They're both showing up at the same time. What do you like most about this performance?
Hey, Nicole, you know how you be on the phone with some of your friends and your girlfriends, and when y'all get in a deep conversation, you be like, honey, baby. That's one of them ones tonight, right? Listen, this not only was a statement game, it was the most impressive win of the season by the Los Angeles Lakers because they walked into Denver against the best player in the world, a team that had been playing some inspiring basketball, and Luka, trying to find his rhythm, absolutely did that. And they dominated in great fashion. I thought defensively they were all over the place, but that Luka and LeBron connection was something special to see. I never questioned could it fit. I always wondered when was Luka going to get in shape, and it's looking like he's finally getting his legs in front of him. And by the way, J.J. Redick has done an outstanding job with this offense and this defense and as a head coach. Right now, he's a top 10 coach in the NBA.
Listen, if it was actually me on the phone, it would be more like, girl. On the other end, there were a lot of people, and for good reason, who said that the Lakers should be afraid of the Nuggets. But here they are, big win. Did the Lakers finally crack the code that is the Nuggets?
I believe they did. I thought they exposed something tonight. They were on the Denver Nuggets' ass like back pockets, especially Nikola Jokic. All I kept hearing about is what the Lakers are going to do at the center position, and I thought JJ game plan was perfectly executed by the Los Angeles Lakers. They limited his touches. They limited his shot attempts. They sent double teams at him. Jackson Hayes was phenomenal. Rui Hachimura was phenomenal one-on-one. And then on top of that, they made the Denver Nuggets turn and shoot threes and said, you know what, you guys are going to have to beat us from the outside. And if y'all make one, we're still not going to switch up. If y'all make two, we're not going to switch up. And the game plan worked. When you're undermanned and undersized, you have to get scrappy. You have to get down and dirty and go get it out the mud. And that's exactly what the Lakers did to the Denver Nuggets tonight and caused Jokic to have one of his worst nights I done seen in a long time.
You're going to have that sunshine. Will you send some this way? Because we need to melt some ice
as
around
well.
here in
And in fairness to the Lakers, they went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago, but they ran into Denver. Last year, they got Denver in the first round. A lot of people were of the mindset, outside of Denver, because of Jokic, there was no one the Lakers couldn't beat. So the objective is you got to watch yourself, because if the Lakers, I wouldn't blame them for doing this. If you're smart, you do everything you can to avoid the Denver Nuggets until you absolutely have to play them. You don't want to invite yourself going up against them brothers in the first round. Those are things to monitor as well here.
Mm-hmm. One thing about Denver, and I'm with Stevie on Denver, I had him for 50.
The Los Angeles Lakers, facing one of the most dominant forces in the NBA, delivered a resounding statement with a performance that not only halted the Denver Nuggets' 9-game winning streak but also showcased the emerging chemistry between Luka Dončić and LeBron James. This was more than just another regular season victory. It was a masterclass in execution, resilience, and tactical precision. The Lakers, who have battled inconsistency throughout the season, walked into Denver's home court and systematically dismantled the defending champions, proving that when locked in, they can compete with anyone in the league. From the opening tip, it was evident that Los Angeles had a clear strategy: suffocate Nikola Jokic. Every time the two-time MVP touched the ball, he was immediately met with aggressive double teams, limiting his ability to operate with the freedom that makes him so lethal. The result? A mere 7 shot attempts and an uncharacteristic 6 turnovers, numbers that are almost unheard of for the Serbian superstar. The Lakers' relentless defensive pressure forced Denver into difficult possessions, disrupting their usual offensive flow and exposing weaknesses that had largely gone unnoticed during their recent win streak. But this game wasn't just about defense. It was about Luka Dončić, and more specifically, the version of Luka that Dallas fans once reveled in and Lakers fans have been eagerly waiting to see. From the jump, he was in complete control, setting the tone with a 16-point first quarter, draining deep threes with effortless confidence, and orchestrating the offense with surgical precision. His chemistry with LeBron James, which had been a work in progress since the trade, took a major leap forward. The two superstars found each other in transition, in the half-court, and in critical moments, illustrating a level of trust and synchronization that could be the key to the Lakers' postseason aspirations. LeBron, as always, was the steadying force, finishing with 25 points and providing the leadership and poise that have defined his legendary career. Austin Reeves added his usual spark, delivering highlight reel assists, including a gorgeous wraparound pass to James in the third quarter. The Lakers played with an offensive fluidity that had been lacking in previous outings, a testament to the work being put in behind the scenes. For Denver, this loss serves as a wake-up call. Their winning streak, while impressive on paper, came largely against teams outside the championship conversation. Against an elite-level opponent determined to make a statement, the Nuggets looked vulnerable. Jokic, while still impacting the game in other ways, was neutralized in ways we haven't seen often. The Lakers exposed a formula that other teams may now look to replicate: force Denver's role players to beat you while taking Jokic out of his comfort zone. Beyond the X's and O's, this game also carried significant playoff implications. The Lakers now sit just 2 games behind the Clippers in the standings, and the possibility of them finishing as the 6th seed is very real. If that happens, they could once again find themselves facing Denver in the first round, a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals. And while skeptics may still doubt their ability to take down the defending champs in a 7-game series, the confidence gained from this victory cannot be overstated. For Doncic, this was a defining moment in his brief Lakers tenure. He reminded the world why he was considered one of the league's brightest young stars, why his presence changes the dynamic of any team he's on, and why the Lakers were willing to take the risk to bring him in. His post-game comments reflected a player who is finally finding his rhythm, understanding his role, and embracing the expectations that come with donning the purple and gold. While this win doesn't guarantee anything, it does shift the conversation. The Lakers, once viewed as an inconsistent group searching for answers, now look like a team finding its identity at the perfect time. With the postseason approaching, they have put the rest of the league on notice. This is not the same team that started the season. This is a team with 2 generational talents leading the way, a defensive blueprint that can disrupt even the best offenses, and a renewed sense of belief. The road ahead remains challenging, but if this performance was any indication, the Lakers are more than ready to embrace it.